Hello, I am and continue to be Partybug, and we are back in beautiful IIIrd Chapel. Normally Anri would be hanging out there, but Anri is kinda dead because we didn't do her side quest. But, you know, Ashy Larry got stuff to do, got people to punch. Can't just walk around helping everybody out of wells and stuff. One interesting note about Anri, the only NPC that changes gender based on your gender. Because Lothric is not progressive enough to have dudes marrying dudes and ladies marrying ladies. It's cool though, we're gonna kill Lothric's ruler. Fix that. So this Let's Play is back after a week hiatus. And we'll probably be updating a bit slower because I got shit to do. But for now, Ashy Larry's adventure continues. So one thing I didn't mention before is the fact that you might have noticed Ashy Larry is decked out in some new clothes. I actually meant to talk about this when I picked them up since I went out of my way to do it, but the Fallen Knight set is the most baller set of armor in Dark Souls 3. And we all know Fashion Souls is the most important part of Dark Souls. I mean, it's not like armor does anything else for you. But yeah, Fallen Knight set, probably my favorite set of armor. Wore it the entire time I played the game the first time. Looks cool. We've also just passed the second branching path in Dark Souls 3. I talked about this a bit earlier when we were in Cathedral of the Deep, but there are really two main places in the game that branch off into different paths. This is the second one. You do actually have to complete Cathedral of the Deep to get into Yhorm, so it's not optional. This is also not optional. You have to go down here to beat the Lord of Cinder. But yeah, you want to talk about linearity? This is the best you get in Dark Souls. You get path A or B. So we've made it down here to the beautiful, elegant Yhorm dungeon filled with these dudes who, if they stare at you too long, you will start losing HP. So Yhorm dungeon is pretty much another big shout out to another game in the Souls series. That would be Demon Souls, the worst Souls game. That's right. Not really a big fan of Demon Souls. I played it after I played Dark Souls 1 and 2 and also Bloodborne, shortly before Dark Souls 3 came out, and I just found it to be lacking a lot of the quality of life stuff that got added in later in the series. For instance, Estus flasks. In Demon Souls you have to grind for mad grass. And also I found it to be a little... It's weird that I'm complaining about this, because I'm not hard on Dark Souls 3 for it, but I found it to be a little too linear, I guess? I mean, you have a choice of what world you want to go to, but once you're in a world, everything is pretty straightforward. I also found most of the worlds not to be very visually striking compared to, say, Dark Souls 2 or 1. Dark Souls 2 is really the most, for me, visually striking Souls game. It has some of the most interesting areas. Unfortunately, Demon Souls is very grayish, and there's not a lot I remember about it besides giant manatees and that one approach to the castle boss. Also, I found Demon Souls to be hard. Like, really hard for some reason. Maybe I'm just a baby, I don't know. And oh, here we get to see the effect of giant rats on the camera. My favorite thing in Dark Souls 3. That's killed me numerous times. See, when giant rats get on the screen, the camera decides it wants to freak out. I guess because it's trying to capture the rats and you at the same time. But yeah, there are numerous times because of that camera angle that I plunged to my death. It was great. But yeah, after that short jaunt, we are here in the profaned capital. And after an even shorter walk, we hit the first bonfire. And we also get an undead bone shard and a gesture. So that's nice. So now that we hit the bonfire, there's some stuff I need to take care of back at the Firelink Shrine. So we're going to cut to there real quick. So as you notice, Ashy has made a dramatic costume change. He's wearing the IIIrd armor. So I did some things while I was between this. One of those was to upgrade the Estus Flask to +7. Or, yeah, to 8 Estus Flasks. The other was to upgrade the Estus Flask to +5 by burning all those undead bone shards I've been collecting. And I've also upgraded the Kaistus to +7. And it is still sharp, so it works off dexterity. And because Ashy Larry is a growing boy, he needs to eat all these souls.
Welcome how speak that.
And for the curious, a bit of leveling up. I'm still going pretty heavy in dex. I need to build up strength so I can actually use the Demon Fist, even though it probably won't do any decent damage. But dex is still the main stat we're going with. That and a little bit of vitality to keep alive, because as I've stated before, I am bad at this game. So we'll head back to the Profane Capital. And have another quick costume change. Ashy Larry decided to put on some pants. So the thing about the Profane Capital is, first of all, it's a very small stage. There's only 2 real paths. Oh, I got hit by the Hadouken there. There's a lot of places to ring out, which I almost do here. The second thing about the Profane Capital is that it's filled with treasure. Look at all this stuff. The guy who lives here must be a true baller. Speaking of that guy, it's time for the 8th match. Ashy Larry versus Saturday Night Live's Yhorm McDonald! Wait, what's happening? Ashy Larry taking out a sword? What's he... Oh my god. It's a sonic boom! Ashy Larry coming in with the projectiles. You did not know he was even capable of doing it. Just smashing Yhorm down like a chump. Yhorm completely unable to deal with those projectiles. Nope, I lied. He's got it. Ashy Larry on the run. Seems to have forgotten how buttons work. Desperately trying to figure it out as Yhorm goes smashing through the cathedral. Now Yhorm has got some big normals, real big reach on those things. Like we're playing Unial in here. Full screen normals. Ashy Larry trying to parry for some reason. Does not work out for him. Oh, gets another sonic boom off. I'm not sure about the hitbox on that sonic boom, but it seems to be working out for him. Ashy Larry, probably very thankful he invested in that vitality. He's getting smashed all over the place. Tries the sonic boom, gets stuffed. This one hits. Looks like just needs one more good sonic boom to take him down. And he's got it! Yeah, the hitbox on that, questionable. But hey, victory's a victory. Ashy Larry takes the 8th round. And that will do it for the night. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back next time. Someday.